Some people call it porridge, other people call it congee, Vietnamese people call it Chao. Whatever you call it, it's a low budget, homely, warm food that could nourish the soul on a shoestring budget. Hey, this week the weather just kind of dropped on us, and so it's a little bit cold outside. And whenever it's cold, I feel like I need something like warm to kind of nourish the soul. So today, I'm gonna make a rice porridge. In Vietnamese, we call it Chao. In Chinese, they call it Congee, right? In Western countries, they call it porridge. So anyway, what I have in here is some leftover rice, right? And this is just the right amount because I'm just gonna make this for me here. And so with that, I'm gonna add 4 times the amount of water into the pot because the extra water is gonna break down the rice even more. You can use raw or uncooked, is totally fine too. You just need to kind of have to up the antes in terms of the number of water portions, right? I normally try to do like a 4-to-1 ratio. In that mixture of water, I'm gonna add about a teaspoon and a half of some chicken bouillon, about half a teaspoon of a fish sauce. I have some roasted garlic. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of that, and then another teaspoon of a fried shallot. And all this flavor is gonna work well together for the next couple of hours. And then I can just put it in my crock pots here, set it on soup, 2 hours, and I'm gonna let it do its thing, okay? Now, while the porridge is being cooked, I'm gonna cut up some green onion and some cilantro so I can mix that in later when I serve it. That way it has a nice fresh herbs to kind of brightens everything up. And I'm just gonna simply set this aside. I have a little nab of ginger. I'm gonna slice it very thinly. I'm gonna chop it up even smaller. I'm gonna put it into the rice as well. This ginger is gonna make the stomach feel nice, and it's gonna be soothing too. Okay. Go directly into the porridge. In addition to the porridge, I'm going to serve it with some Asian style coleslaw. So here I have about a quarter of a white onion. I'm going to cut it very, very thinly. Now remember, when I'm cutting, I want to tuck my knuckles in to make sure that the knife blade doesn't get my skin, because nobody wants to eat your seasoning of extra blood in there. So that goes in with the onion. And then, okay, lastly, I'm going to take some green onion. So with the coleslaw mix here, I'm gonna do about 1.5 tablespoons of rice vinegar, several grains of black pepper for seasoning, according to your taste. I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. You can do vegetable oil, and then a little bit of some fish sauce, about 1/2 teaspoon, to kind of bring all the flavors together. And then I'm gonna serve this with this porridge. That way I have like the crunch, the tang, the spice to kind of counter the warmth of the rice porridge. Okay, so then about 2 hours now. Now look inside, right? Look how the water has kind of dissipated because the rice have soaking it up. And when you ladle it in, you see how big the kernels have become, right? It's nice, it's gonna be nice and silky. And now I'm gonna dress it up. I'm gonna serve that with the coleslaw that we made earlier. I'm gonna show you what it all looks like, right? In a big bowl, because I'm looking for that comfort on a cold day. Right, so now the coleslaw goes in. That's gonna provide a contrast and texture. It's gonna give some of that tartness too. I also have a wedge of lime that I'm gonna squeeze in there. Right, so now the onion and cilantro that we have cut up. I also then cut up some fresh ginger to get a little spice to it. Then a little bit more of the crunch or fried shallot. Now, if you want to spice it up, I have some hot sauce that I made at home, but you can use like sriracha, or you can use fresh chili, or you can even use sambal.
Dad, what in the world did you name that?
This, oh, that hot sauce is spicy. I call it no apologies, right?
That's what the one I was
Squeeze
thinking
of
of.
lime, and it's ready.